it's Genesis here from Jenny from the Quilt Blog, and Olfa has asked me to be a part of their guest designer program. Today I have the pleasure of showing you how to pattern match curves. I would say the skill level for this technique is intermediate, but I was able to achieve it as an advanced beginner. To accomplish this technique, these are the Olfa tools I will be using. An Olfa 9x12 inch self-healing cutting mat, an Olfa circle cutter 18mm, Olfa serrated scissors, Olfa 45mm rotary cutter, and an Olfa 28mm rotary cutter. The other tools you will need are a fabric of your choice. In this case, I'm using a large scale print fabric, thread. In this case, I am using Aurifil 50 weight, a marking tool, an iron, a sewing machine, and a ruler. You will also need a thin piece of cardboard. In my case, I am using a random food packaging I had on hand for this demonstration. Step 1. I am going to be using my circle rotary cutter in 18mm to cut out my 4 3/8 half circle and 8 1/2 full circle on my cardboard, and I have drawn a dot so I know exactly where to put this so that the cardboard is big enough to cut my circle. I have my circle rotary cutter on the highest width of the circle it would go, and I'm gonna take this off. Make sure my safety is off my rotary cutter. Put this on my dot. My cutting mat is underneath, so I'm not cutting a table. I'm gonna press a bit firmly and cut out my circle. You may want to go over it about 2 times so that it really cuts the cardboard, like that. I'm making sure I'm keeping that pointy thing on the circle that I drew on the cardboard. And it should tear right out. Maybe some places. So now I have my cutout circle, and all I'm gonna do is fold it in half and use my scissors to cut the line I have on the fold to make it a half circle. You have your half circle template. You only need one of these templates, and your sewing machine does not need to be threaded for this step. I'm using my 1/4 inch foot to do this step. I'm just going to take the template and sew all the way around it within 1/4 inch seam allowance. And then you have your punctured holes all the way around. Before you cut, you need to make sure you iron your fabric. You can use the 45mm rotary cutter to cut out a piece before you start. For this step, you really want to take into account how your large graphics are going. As you can see, these flowers are going this way and these flowers are going that way. So when I cut the next fabric, I want to make sure that my flowers are both going the exact same way. I have taken my template and folded the seam allowance back and lined it up with exactly where I want my flower. I have lined it up with one of the edges of the polka dots here and the edge of this flower. I have folded back my seam allowance so I know exactly that the patterns will match in the center. I have also made sure it's centered because I have 2 1/4 inches from the top to where the flower starts and 2 1/4 inches from here to where this petal starts. So now I'm going to take a pen and draw all the way around it and cut it out. If you want to, you can just use a rotary cutter and cut around the circle. I have cut out one of my half circles, and now I have taken the flower that's going the exact same one as the other half I cut out, but I'm making sure that the template is facing the other direction than this. And I have lined it up with the same exact area that I lined it up for the last one and folded over my seam allowance so that my seam allowance is not, so that it will pattern match well. And I have made sure that it is centered with 2 1/4 inches like the other one from the top of this flower and 2 1/4 inches from this petal. So now I'm just going to take a marking tool and mark all around it and cut it out with scissors. You can also cut it out with a rotary cutter. I like to use the Olfa 28mm to cut out my curves. I'm just going along the edge of the template. So now I have both of my halves cut out, but I wanted to say that with this tool, it comes really handy because not only can you make, this is the largest size circle you are able to make with this tool, but you can make anything smaller by loosening this up and moving it, and loosening this up and moving the handle. So this is the largest size circle you are able to make with this tool, but you can also make multiple different circles smaller. And this is the step if you're using 2 half circles and then sewing them together to make full circle. This is a step you go ahead and sew both of your background pieces on. But if you have a pattern that uses a full circle and then you have a full circle cut out of the background, you would wait till we sew the 2 halves together and then sew the background on. So now I'm going to go ahead and sew this middle seam, sew the 2 halves together with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So I've already threaded my machine and now I'm just sewing the seam down the center with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. I have sewn my middle seam and make sure the pattern matching looks good to my liking, I'm going to press the seam open. Then you have an unfinished circle that has been pattern matched. This time, if you are making a full circle and then sewing it to the background, that is what you would do. At this point, you should have an 8 1/2 unfinished full circle, and when it is sewn to a background fabric, or if you have already done that, it should be an 8 1/4 inch finished full circle. Big thanks to Olfa for having me come along on their guest designer program and sending me their incredible tools. I hope this demonstration and tutorial was helpful, and I can't wait to see everyone's pattern match curves.